I was working the night shift. I never liked working nights because I fall asleep. That's the truth. I'm fine until 1 a.m. After 1 a.m. I'm nobody, man. So we were patrolling there, me and Murillo. We were there working, me, in the patrol car on Oratorio Street. And I was kind of dozing off, Then we passed by. Murillo asked Noya, a real junkie, everyone knew him. A total junkie, he asked him, hey Noya, where are you going? And I was kind of dozing off, Then Murillo said, hey, where are you going? Then he said something. I said, Murillo, what did he say? Oh, he told us to fuck off. I said, damn it, you're crazy, man. Then I went down, and we were already surrounded. Get out of here, you damn junkie, disappear. Then the junkie left. Right, man? Then we got in the patrol car. Murillo was laughing. Right, man? Murillo was cracking up. What are you laughing at, Murillo? He said, look, he just said he was going to. I said, Murillo, damn it, man. Let's go. Junkie again, man. Single quote. Then Murillo said, so, Noah, where are you going? He didn't say it first. Just ran off. The vehicle was banging. Our punishment was guard duty at the battalion. So we went to battalion guard duty at night. And at night guard duty, man, it was only old timers, real old timers, man. Then Tonhao, big mustache, hey recruit, let's go get a pizza. So we went to get the pizza, right? We had a foot in the door. Then he said, let's go up to Paganini's. Paganini's was a dance hall there, more for older people, So we went there. I'm thinking he's going to get a soda, so we can eat the pizza. We went into Paganini's. He already took off his cap. Hold on, recruit. He already picked up a woman and I, recruit, and he was dancing. Then I leaned against the wall like this and stayed, with his cap in my hand and I was doing his security, Then, man, a homosexual comes up to me and says, don't you dance? I looked at him like this, then I danced with. Oh, man, he fell to the ground, and all that commotion started, man. Oh, here he comes. I'm going, recruit, you cause trouble, don't you, recruit? I said, the guy came to ask me to dance, man. Do you think I'm going to dance here? Then he left. We stopped to get pizza. We were arriving at the battalion with the pizzas. Then a patrol car pulled up and said, can you believe there were 2 uniformed police officers causing trouble? She doesn't pay the police fee? Quote, then Tonel said, I don't believe it. And the guys already knew it was it, right? I don't believe it, man. One day I was there in the yard of the 3rd, 2nd Battalion, taking over the patrol car, right? So you're going to take over the patrol car. You're filling out the report there, right, my friend? Then COPOM 326th at AP. Then I said AP coupon and filling out the report. Then he said 326th at AP. I said that COPOM is filling out the report. And back in the day, the older ones will know this. There was a little siren that COPOM would sound to alert the police officer that they were calling. Fell to the turn, man. That stuck in my head, man. 3-2 the cop calls. Damn it. Then he heard the coupon, man. Okay, buddy, no need for that, okay? The network that X-rays, I'm there filling out my report, right? Sergeant Costa will be here soon. Hey, Castro, how's it going? Good, give me your weapon. We're going to cut you up for psychiatric care. So I got into the sergeant's patrol car, right? And the psychiatric ward was at the hospital. Then he took me there. We got there. He presented me to the doctor, and the doctor said, what happened? I said, man, the coupon was there. I was just chilling, listening on the radio. He didn't see it. When I yelled, he didn't see it. Then the doctor said, oh, coupon is like that, man. Whatever I put in is problematic. It stays in the room. Single quote. So I went into the room, all full of cushions, those cushions. I think they were so the crazy people wouldn't hit their heads. Then I sat down in the back unarmed, man. Then a guy came in plain clothes and said, did you just arrive? I said, I arrived. Why? He said, you present yourself to the commander, all crazy. Then I said, I'm not going to present myself, man. Don't bother me anymore, or I'll beat you up, man. Single quote. He told the other crazy guy, he said, look, he said he's going to break everyone. Don't leave him there. Single quote. I'm there. The doctor and nurse arrived with a small cup, like one of those coffee cups, with the pills inside. The doctor told you to take them, and a small cup of water. I said, I'm not going to take them. She said, the doctor told you to take them. I said, I'm not going to take them. Do you want me to write it down? Single quote. Then she took it and came back. Then the doctor came and said, if you don't take them, I'm going to admit you. Quote. I said, give me those damn pills. So I took them, bam. I took the damn thing. 10 minutes later, my tongue turned to sandals. I couldn't speak anymore, man. The thing was a real pain in the ass, man. Then, dude, I slept, then woke up, I woke up like this. It was night, and I was hungry, man. So I said to my wife, hey, I'm hungry. What time is it? Single quote. She said, 9 o'clock at night. She said, wow, I slept all that time. If she were the next day, I slept like 36 hours straight, man. Then after a few days, You have to show up again. So I went there. He said, so, how are you? I said, doctor, I'm fine. He said, are you really fine? Quote, okay, do you have some vacation time to take something off? I said, no, I don't. Then he said, so take your vacation. Then he gave me a paper to take to the battalion to get my vacation. So I took my vacation. Well, it's the best thing there is, man. The best thing there is. When I was a native, the guys would look at your file. That stuff stays on your file. It stays there, right, man? The guys get pissed off. The guy's first infirmary, man. First infirmary in the PM is psychiatry, right, man? The guys say, damn, the guy's first infirmary, man. The guy's crazy, right? Single quote. Anyone who's been to first infirmary gets marked, right, man? Then the guys say, man, he's crazy. I was in the tactical unit. And one day an OD came to break up the gang, right, man? Then all the tactical units got together. There were about 6 tactical units. Then the lieutenant said, everything I wanted to hear, man, let's beat them up as much as we want. I said, hey, man, damn, fuck, lieutenant, now that's what I'm talking about. He said, look, to end this feud, bring out the big guns. It's the same as taking a chicken and throwing it in the trash. Our obsession was beating up the people who were watching, and it's their fault, damn it. It's their fault, for fuck's sake. There's not an overpass in Villa Matilda. On the overpass, there's a little staircase that leads to the bottom. So I told the sergeant who was with me, let's go to the bottom. Hey boss, go down there. The guys are going to come out on the big staircase, man. When we went down the staircase, all the guys were coming. We stopped, a boat, one on each side. Not the ones I was coming back with, but the ones I was coming from, man. I swear to God, it's not a lie. The next day I couldn't lift my arm. Man. I couldn't. But we beat them, man. When we got back to base, the lieutenant said, Rado, you guys are to be congratulated. Holy shit. I said, boss, today I'm going home light, man. Weighing about 150 grams, man. I was in the support vehicle. I was a corporal. We went to raid a bar, and we worked in a team of 3. There could have been 500 people in the bar. We'd raid it no problem. We passed by, looked around, the bar was all ugly. We came back, man, let's raid the bar. Then, guys, everyone stand up. Put your hands on the wall, everyone. Then everyone started putting their hands on the wall. The kid stood up and said, sir, no, nobody needs to put their hands on the wall, nobody. I said, are you crazy, man? He said, no, everyone can stay calm. Nobody's going to put their hands on him. My dad's a captain, right? When he said that, it was like a punch in the face. Then I said, if you open your mouth again, I'll beat you up. Then the others said, if the captain's son slapped in the face, man, everyone stuck to the wall. They looked like lizards. I said, search everyone, man. We searched everyone. There was nothing in the bar, right, man? It was just ugly. Nature was unfair to the people there. Then the policeman who was with me said, hey, corporal, what now? I said, put him in the back of the patrol car. But are you going to take him to the police station? I said, no, let's take him to his house. Are you crazy? Put him in the back of the patrol car. Single quote. I said, let's take him to his house. We got there. Where do you live? I live here, right, my man? I called. The gentleman came out. I said, everything's all right, Captain so-and-so, it's me. He hopped in the vehicle and saw his son. What happened? I said, calm down, relax, bring the boy down. Then the boy came down. Is he your son? He's my son. What happened? I explained the situation. We were working at the bar when he disrupted our service and told everyone not to touch the wall because he was the captain's son. I had to intervene. I slapped him, and I'm bringing him to you to decide what action to take. Quote, he looked at the boy and said, come inside, I'll talk to you in there. Corporal, thank you very much. I appreciate your service. I said, I brought him here because you know how it is. Suddenly he's there, already saying he was a captain's son, and if someone there was malicious, I didn't know him, he could get into trouble, you know? Because you have to be careful, right? Like a vampire, right? So I said, so, if he stays there, he could be in danger. Thanks, man. When we got in the car, the guy said, dude, go fuck yourself, you're lucky. Quote, they tried to rob a house over in the Quinta do 21 area. Man, these guys started hopping over the roofs. They're around here somewhere, right, man? The cops were all running in and out of houses, searching them. So we split up, right? I went to one house and talked to an old lady. I said, ma'am, can I take a look around your house? Would you mind if I came in? There's been some suspicious activity. No, you can come in. I went to the back, looked around by myself, looked around, went inside the house, and said, did someone come in here? No, my door was closed. Then I thought, smells like cake, right, man? Is it cake? Quote, he said, it just came out fresh. Want a piece? Quote, I said, I'll accept, right? Then I sat down at the table. The woman already had a nice hot coffee, man. A piece of cake, chatting with her. We sat at the table chatting. Soon Murillo will arrive, sir. Then she appeared. Is there a policeman here? Yes, he's eating cake, drinking coffee here. Quote, hand him over for me, please. Hey, Sergeant, we've already got the guys here, man. We're just waiting for you, man. Quote, I said, I was having coffee and cake with a lady here, man. I left, and she said, oh, whenever you want, you can come by. I always make a cake in the afternoon. I said, yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'll definitely be back.